What up, you guys? It's your girl Kristen, and I'm back with another video.
Don't wanna fall asleep, fall asleep, fall asleep.
Okay, so today I'm so excited for the video. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, okay, I went somewhere special. I went somewhere very cool, and I just, oh, my excitement, y'all. Okay, I went to the Essence. But y'all didn't even see it when I went like that. Okay, I went to the Essence Festival this year. Like, say it again. Did I hear myself right? I went to the Essence Festival, y'all. Like, I'm so sorry, I'm so goofy. Okay, I went to the Essence Festival. I was an intern, and this video is basically gonna be about my experience. So if y'all wanna hear about that, you can stay and listen, and yeah. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay, so if y'all don't know what Essence is, you may be living under a rock, but I'm gonna tell you. So, like, you can look it up if you want. I know internet probably is gonna have a better definition than me, but you know, you can do what you want. So you can stay, you can look it up, whatever. So Essence is basically a magazine all about African Americans, all about Black people, all about our culture and the achievements that we're all doing today, and the wonderful things going on for the African American community today in our world. Yes. And basically the festival is, you know, celebrating being able to have that magazine and celebrating our culture. And the reason why I was able to go is actually because of our neighbor. Our neighbor's daughter interned last year for the Essence Festival, and that's how I was able to get this internship this year. And so basically the first day, I'm gonna be talking about it like 3 days. So like, yeah. So the first day was actually like getting there. We woke up, it actually wasn't even that early. Like, we woke up at 7, I think, and then like left around 9. And you know, the car ride wasn't that bad. Like, I know y'all have seen the vlog where we take my sister to college, and the car ride was 19 hours. I was in the car for 19 hours. Like, don't get me wrong, I was watching Teen Wolf, like, best show ever, and I was eating my Chipotle. Like, yes, I was having a good time, but like, 19 hours. 19 hours in that car. Like, oh, it was crazy. But this car ride was 3 hours, so it wasn't that bad. I watched The Flash basically all the way. And once we got there, I had to get to the office. So we got to the office, and the first person that I met, her name is Ashley, and she also works for Glenda. I didn't even say her name yet. Okay, so I was an intern for Glenda McKinley, and she basically does the press for Essence, and you know, Ashley works for her. And this was her first Essence too, so like, you know, we kind of connected on that. And you know, she let me, my mom, and my sister in because my dad wasn't there yet. So you know, we went into the office. You know, I sat down there and I was waiting. I kind of didn't like know what to expect because like it was my first Essence, and it was my first time actually doing like an internship. So like, I was nervous. I was like, I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing. Like, I don't know. Like, I was just sitting there like thinking. All the thoughts going through my mind, like freaking Jimmy Neutron, you know, where he like gets the thought and he goes all through his. Yeah. If y'all don't know, it's okay, but like that. And yeah, so basically we sat there for I think about 30 minutes, and then she came. You know, we said hi. I introduced myself, and then she had to leave because she had to change because she was like in a dress. She must have came from like a. I don't know, like a dinner party or something, but she was like dressed up, so she wanted to go put on jeans. So she had to leave to go home, but she was gonna come back. So that's when my mom and my sister left, and basically it was just me and Ashlyn, and also Karen was there. So Karen works for Ashlyn as well. So basically I was talking to them about like, you know, my life, introducing myself. Anyway, so basically I was just telling them like where I went to school, the plans that I had. You know, it's my senior year, so like, you know, where I wanted to go to college and stuff like that. And then, did Glenda come back? No, Glenda did not come back. we had to get in an Uber and go to the hotel. So once we got to the hotel, I met Sydney, and Sydney also works for Glenda. So like basically this day was kind of like getting to know the people I was gonna be around for the next 3 days, and you know, like talking to them about like who I am and like getting to know them as well. So yeah, I met Sydney, and then and then we went to, where did we go? Oh yes, okay. So then when Glenda came, we all got on the bus, and then like everybody who was kind of like working at, not everybody, but like, you know, most of the people who were gonna work at Essence got on the bus, and then they took us to the Smoothie King Center. And if y'all don't know what the Smoothie King Center is, it's basically the Superdome. And I have never been in a stadium or an arena before, so like actually going in there was like crazy. Like I went like, oh my God, this is not real, this is crazy. But little did I know I was about to like, these next few days, it was about to get even crazier. But I'm gonna put the video in of me seeing the Superdome for the first time. They were telling us about like where the press room was and like everything that was gonna go on during the Essence Festival and all that. And then after that, they took us to the convention center. Now I feel like, I mean, the Superdome was awesome, but I feel like the convention center was also like a very, very cool part. And the walkthrough was like insane. Like it was already insane, and then the way it looked when it was done was, oh my God, it was so crazy. So I went through the walkthrough for the Essence Festival at the convention center, and basically they have like just a whole bunch of booths. Like the sponsors have booths and stuff, and like it looked crazy. And day 2 was kind of when we get into like actual Essence Festival, actual crazy stuff going on. So on day 2 was that, oh my God, okay, so day 2 I woke up at 9:20 because I was very sleepy. So I was sleeping in, and I woke up at 9:20, and my mom was like, okay, check what time you're supposed to be there. So I checked my phone, and Ashton texted me and was like, oh, you're supposed to be here at 10 o'clock. Yeah. I woke up at 9:20, and I had to be at the Superdome at 10 o'clock. At least, like, that's what she texted me, and then you're gonna learn, like, you know, I was screwed after that. So basically, yeah, so I was like rushing to get ready. My mom was like, calm down, it's gonna be okay. But I was just like, yo, like this is my first day, like my first official day, like I can't be late. Like I was going crazy. Like my sister was trying to put makeup on me and all this stuff. You know, like I had to get dressed, and it was just going crazy, right? And then my dad was like, okay, I'll take you, like I'll drive you. So we drove all the way to the Superdome. You know, I'm there, they let me in, my pass works, and my pass works, and like I'm inside. So then I call Ashton, I'm like, I'm here, I'm by like locker room 1 or whatever, like where are y'all? And she's like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm at the Superdome. And she's like, no, you're supposed to be at the convention center. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, why did you think you're supposed to come to the Superdome? And I was like, you texted me to come here. And she's like, oh my God, I did. And I could tell like she honestly like was tired and like sleepy, so that's why she texted me that. So like I didn't hold it against her, but like I was in the wrong place and I was already late. So then I think it was about like 10:05 when I got there. So like when I got to the Superdome. So I was like, okay, 5 minutes late, that's not that bad. And then I had to wait for my dad to drive all the way back because New Orleans traffic is crazy. So like I had to wait for him to drive all the way back to come get me, and then drive all the way to the convention center. So by the time I got to the convention center, it was 10:30. So I was 30 minutes late. And you know, I was rushing through the crowd, and I was trying to get to where I was supposed to be. Like I didn't even know where to go. So then I had to stand in front of the McDonald's booth, because McDonald's is like one of the sponsors, so they have a booth. And that's why I was trying to find Ashton. And then Ashton was like, oh, I'm here by the arches. And I was like, I'm here by the arches too. And we honestly were like struggling to try and find each other. So then she left Because it's funny though, because she told me a story why she had to leave McDonald's so quick. Because she was scared of Ronald, like the clown or whatever. Like she doesn't like clowns, so she was scared. So she said she had to leave McDonald's quick. So basically, she like left McDonald's, and then like I texted her again. I was like, I'm in front of the arches. And she was like, I was just there. And I was like, oh my God, there's 2 arches. So like we were like in the same place, but on like 2 different sides. So then when she came back, we finally found each other, and we went behind McDonald's and up the stairs to where like the press room was, and where like all the press stuff was gonna be. Then I saw Glenda or whatever, and like I was like, hi. I think Sydney and Karen were there as well. And basically like they were kind of like telling me like what was gonna go on during the day, and like they were gonna have talent come in and, you know, do press, do like media stuff. And basically I kind of took pictures. Like my thing was to take pictures all day, so I took pictures of like talent who came in. So for press, it's like basically those interviews and stuff you see on YouTube, you know, people asking questions and all that stuff. So the first people who came in were for the Brian Banks movie. So Brian Banks, he's a football player. I didn't even know who he was. Like I had to look him up, and I was like, oh, he's a football player. Okay. So Brian Banks was there. Sherry Shepherd. And when I saw her at first, like I saw her face, and I was like, I know her from somewhere. Like, you know, you see somebody and you're like, you know them from somewhere, but you can't figure it out. That's what happened. And then when they said her name, I was like, oh, okay. So Sherry Shepherd was there, and then the guy who's supposed to play Brian Banks was there. I don't know his name. He looks kind of like Chadwick Baldwin, but he's not Chadwick Baldwin. Like he has a different face. So yeah, he was there. I'm gonna like put his picture here and his name so like y'all can know who he is. Yeah, so basically it was press for that movie, and basically the movie is about Brian Banks, and he was accused of raping a girl, and like he really didn't do it. So it's about like him going through all that and going through like the court system and all that stuff. And so they were asking him questions about all that, and then I was like taking pictures not only of them but like of the press and everything going on there. It was like one or two, and Linda asked me if I'd ever been to the Essence Festival, and I was like, no, this is my first time. And she's like, you need to, like, you can go downstairs, like, take a break. You can go downstairs and, you know, see all the different stuff. So that's what I did. I went downstairs. First thing I did, though, was try and find the Disney booth, because they had, they had Star Wars, like a Star Wars section in there, and it had, like, all the costumes that, like, the actors wore and stuff. So, like, and I'm a big Star Wars fan, if y'all don't know. So I was like, I gotta get to the Disney section first. So that's where I went. I found the Disney section, and then like I didn't even realize that I was gonna have to like go through lines. So like I had to go through like this big line, and basically like it was cool though, because I got to do like the different stuff. Like they had a Frozen 2 place where you could take pictures. They had like a Lion King place where you could take pictures, and then not only that, like the different places where you could take pictures, they had like stuff about Marvel and like new games coming out for Black Panther, you know, like they had a Sherry doll there, and it was just like a whole bunch of stuff. And so basically, like while you were going around the booth, there was like a stage in the middle, and basically they had people coming up talking about like new stuff that was happening in Disney. While I was going around, I was hearing about Disney Dreamer Academy, I think that's what it's called, and like it's where they work with like young people and you know, stuff like that. I don't know how to describe it, but like basically it's where Disney like gets young people and like helps them with their craft and helps them with the journey that they want to take. So like I thought that was really cool, so I may apply for that as well. But yeah, so that's what they were talking about when I was going around. So once we went around, you know, there was like all that. Was that in the same? Yes, they also had a really cool thing about African American athletes that I thought was cool. They had like this whole I don't want to say it wasn't a booth. It was in the Disney booth, because it was about they're gonna have this new like sports center place in Disney, and so they have like a whole thing about African American athletes, figure out like what other stuff is there. And you know, they have like African jewelry. That there's gonna be a video there. They have like African clothes that you can buy, African art. Oh my, let me tell you. Okay, if y'all don't know, I'm an artist, and I went insane. Like this art is so good. And I saw this painting that I had seen on Instagram, and it was of like this black lady, and she's going through a cotton field, and there's shackles, and they're like coming off of her, and like she's putting a crown on, and like, oh, I love it. And so I was like, when I first saw that, I was like, yes, Black Queen. And then I looked at the price, and I said, well, I'm not getting that. It was like $3,000. Like all of them were like $2,000. So like I knew I wasn't gonna get a piece of art. Like it was still cool to even look at. Like there's this one of Barack Obama, and it had like different pictures of like, I don't know if it was just different people in the civil rights movement, and just, it was just like a whole bunch of pictures, and it like shaped into Barack Obama's face, which I thought was cool. And then they had this other one from Muhammad Ali, and it was just, the art was just insane. Like it was awesome. I loved it. So then after that, I was like, okay, like I kind of went around, and it was kind of like the same thing with like African culture and all that different stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to Glenda and see like what else I can do. So when I was going back to Glenda, I was passing the State Farm booth, and then I saw the actor that played Mr. Brown on Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns. And I was like, oh my God, that's him. Like me and my sister, ever since we were like little, like we loved Meet the Browns. So when I saw that he was there, I was like, oh my God, what? Like, this is so cool. So like, I was rushing over there, like trying to get a picture or whatever. Like security was acting crazy, and like people were like all like trying to get to him and stuff. And it was crazy because he was like right next to me at one point. And like I was about to ask him for a picture, and the security went in front of me and was like, you can't come past here, you can't come past here. And I was like, I was about to get a picture with him. Like, oh, that would have been so crazy. But it was even crazy like seeing him. Like, you know when you see people on TV, like, you know, like it feels like, okay, they're on TV. But then now it's like they're not on TV, they're like literally in front of you. So it was like, it was crazy. So like after I saw him, after they were like, oh my God, you can't come past here, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to Glenda. So then I went like, you know, back around McDonald's, and then it was crazy because they led the actor that plays Mr. Brown right there. But like I didn't want to be like, hey, can I get a picture? Because like he was like calming down from like everybody being around him, and you know, they were all talking to him and stuff, and he was drinking water and all that, and I didn't want to be like, hey, can I get a picture? You know, because he just went through all of that. So before I forget, I think it was the second day actually when I went to the press conference. Yes, it was the second day I was there. I went to a press conference. And at the press conference, it was basically where the CEO and like the sponsors and stuff talked about like being a part of Essence and like helping the festival and stuff like that. And basically I was like, you know, observing and looking at what goes on, like when they're trying to set stuff up, and you know, when they're trying to set like the press section up, they have to get like risers and stuff for them for the cameras and all that. And actually it was a really cool place because it was art, like a whole bunch of stuff like they're showing is art, and I love art. So like the destination we were at, it was an art like center museum type thing. So it was cool to like be able to see black art and black creativity shown on the walls, and like it fit the event. So like I loved it. And there they gave us little bags. It says Essence on them if you can't see. Little clear bags, which is actually good for the Superdome because you need clear bags, so like it worked. And actually after that event, we went outside, and we actually got to meet Edward Lewis, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the co-founders for Essence, so that was cool. We took a picture with him. I'll put it here. And yeah, and then I went into the Radio Row room. So Radio Row is basically all about radio interviews. So if y'all don't like, I don't know, I'm into like artists, and I'm into, you know, watching artist interviews. So like I'm always watching like, you know, interviews for artists that I like, for like on radio and stuff. And it was cool actually seeing like the behind the scenes of that stuff and how it actually works. Like each radio station had their own little table and like their own mics, and they would even have like little candies and water for like the talent to have like when they came in or whatever. And it was like cool to see the actual experience, because like see how it actually works out. And like basically when all the talent came, like when I went in there was actually already talent in there. It was like African artists. I didn't know who they were, but like it was like, you know, artists who were popular in Africa. And so like they were all going around, and what Ashton was doing was basically like once an artist was done at like this radio station, she would move them to like the next one, like the one that they haven't been to. And it was like crazy because we were moving so fast, because like the radio stations could only have 2 minutes. So like when they were like, most of the radio stations like would try and go over, so then Ashton would have to kind of go like this, like you need to wrap it up. And so yeah, like that's kind of where I went, and I was helping Ashton with that, and like, you know, learning more about that process. But the third day was the best day. Sorry if saying third day over and over and over and over again, but like now I gotta say it. So the third day was awesome. It was the best day of the whole thing, whole trip. I loved it, and y'all are gonna know why. Oh my god, I'm so excited to tell y'all. Okay, so basically I woke up, and like each day that I had to be at the convention center, I had to be there at 10. So like I kind of like figured out like, when I needed to wake up and stuff like that. So like I woke up, I got dressed, I got ready, and my dad actually took me to the convention center this time, and this is the day that my like family actually got to go to the convention center and experience like the different booths and stuff like that. So that was cool. That was cool for them, and like cool for me to have my family there as well. First people who came in for press, like the press room, were people for Family Reunion, which is a new Netflix movie. I didn't even know about it until like they came, and it was like cool to see them and see the different actors or whatever. Like the kids of the show took a picture, and like I was able to get that, so I want that here too. You know, it's really cool to be able to like, you know, have another show or another movie. I said movie, it's a show. Have another show, and also like have something on the screen in the media these days that show Black people and Black positivity and Black families. Like there's not a lot of shows with Black families, or like that shows like, you know, like normal like positive. I don't know how to word it right, but like if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Like it's cool to like have another show with a Black family and, you know, see them on the screen. So I was glad for that. And so then after that, it was basically kind of like no one was coming into the press rooms. Like it's crazy because I went late to go get food. So when I went to go get food, I got me a bun for a hamburger, and then there was no meat left. So I was like, okay. The only thing left to eat was potato salad. So I got what I could get, and then I got me a Coke, and I went and I sat down and I like ate or whatever. And I was working, like I'm writing a story, if you don't know, so like I kind of started writing on my story. And then after that, I asked Glenda if I could go to see the Grownish live table read. And if you don't know, I'm a big fan of Grownish as well. Like Grownish is one of my top favorite TV shows, like of all time. I'm telling you that right now. Me and my sister, every Wednesday, we sit down and we watch Grownish. Every new episode. We always watch together, and we love it. We love all the characters, and we love the message that it sends. So yeah. So I wanted to see it, and I asked Glenda if I could go, and she was like, yeah. So she didn't know where it was, so then I had to go and find like people who knew where it was. So she told me to go downstairs and like figure out, like find some people and ask them. So I found people with like other passes that had passes like these, and I was like, do y'all know where the Grownish live table read is? And you know, she was able to like get with her colleague and figure out where it was, and she told me where it was. Now the thing that I screwed up at was that as soon as I figured out where it was, I should have actually went there and then like told my family like where to go. Because once we went, it started at like 2:45. We got there around 1:40, I think. And like there was already like a line. Like it was a line. I thought it was just like a room where like you could like walk in and like get seats. Like I didn't know it was gonna be like a whole line and stuff like that. So it was a line. Like it wasn't like a huge line, but it was a line. So we were kind of like, I want to say not begin, not like first, but not like middle. Like kind of in that portion, if that's a portion. Yes, in that portion, that's where we were. And so like I was like, dang, okay, like I hope we get good seats and we're actually able to see. And then once we were standing in line, we actually got to meet this one lady. She's really cool. Sorry, I don't remember her name, but we met this one lady, and she was like, y'all like great, cause like y'all came in a group, so like one person can leave and one person can stay. And you know, she wanted to like go use the bathroom, and so we were like, yo, like you can leave your stuff here, like we got you. So she like went to use the bathroom or whatever, and then the lady came through with like the ticket scanner thing, and we scanned like the tickets that we had, the 4 tickets we had. But then like the lady who went to the bathroom wasn't able to get her thing scanned, so that like caused a problem for her. But then she was also like, she talked to them and she was able to get in, like she showed that she had a ticket. But then like, okay, let me tell you, as time kept going, the line kept growing and more people kept coming. And it was like insane. So like the first people I saw were Trevor Jackson and I don't know his name, I'm so sorry. But the person who plays like the uncle, not the uncle, my mom calls him the uncle. He plays like the crazy guy in Blackish or whatever, and he's like the dean or the head of like their college. Him. I will put a picture here so y'all can see. So I saw them like when they first came, and let me tell y'all, when they came up the elevator, a huge crowd just came, and I only got to see like the back of Trevor and like the side of the other guy's face, and it was just like everybody was going crazy when they were coming up the elevator. So it was like, dang, okay. So then they had to like, you know, go around the back, like figure out where to go. And then my mom comes back to the line because she had left, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't even know I bumped into her. And we were like, bumped into who? She's like, the main person in the show. And we were like, Yara? And she was like, I don't know. So we show her a picture, and she's like, yeah, her. And we were like, like you bumped into her. Like she actually saw her. And like we were like, dang, okay. So after that, my sister, like, because my dad was charging his phone, so my sister went to my dad, and like they were kind of like, you know, having their own conversation. I was with my mom, and then the person who went to the bathroom came back, and like we started having a conversation with her and talking about how like we really liked Yara and we really liked the show because like it shows like Black achievement and like Black success and, you know, good things that happen for Black people, and you know, it's a positive show, you know what I mean? And like Yara is always like, she's always spreading positivity and like always like, you know, showing, I don't know what to say it right, I don't know how to say it right, but like, you know, she's queen. So it's like we love her. And honestly, because I don't like the stereotypes that are happening for like Black women these days, and you know, talking about like we have to I can't even talk. I was supposed to say we have to talk ghetto, and you know, we're always gonna like dress the way we're not supposed to dress, and just all that stuff. I don't like the stereotypes for Black women, and so like I'm glad that there's actually a person out there like Yara, a star out there like Yara, you know, spreading the message that, you know, not every Black woman or Black person is going to be like how you think or what you think the stereotypes are. So that, like, that's kind of what we were talking about. And then after that, Diggy Simmons comes through, and all we see is all these girls rush. Like, they were running like the Flash to like try and get to him. Pictures, screaming, all this stuff. Like, I'd only seen this stuff on like movies or documentaries and stuff. So I was like, oh my God, these girls are actually going crazy. And so like they were trying to run after Diggy. And so like he has to like wrap around to actually like get into the room. So then after Diggy came, like, you know, we were still kind of waiting. They let us in around 3. And once we went in, they gave us these grownish cups. I didn't even understand like the colors and the representation of this cup until like after that, because it's like a red Solo cup, and that's like the thing for Grownish is like they're always having red Solo cups. So like they made it look like a red Solo cup, and then it says Grownish in freeform, freaking focus. It's backwards, but it says Grownish in freeform. So they gave us these cups, and then we went inside. And I was actually gonna be able to get a seat, not in the very front, like kind of close, but it was only gonna be one seat, and I kind of wanted to sit with my family, so I was like, no, I'm gonna sit with my family. And what I forgot to say was that, because this is important to something that's gonna come later, that these girls like kind of like ran in front of us, so we missed the chance to get like wristbands to be able to meet them. But like, cause my mom was like, you could have had your pass. I had to give my pass back to Glenda though, cause like she was gonna use it for someone else. So but they were like, if you had your pass, you could have been like, oh, you know, like I'm an intern, like can we like go through or whatever. But I didn't have it or whatever, and we missed like that chance. But God works in wonderful ways, so something's gonna happen later that I'm gonna tell you about. So anyways, when we were in the room, I know we were waiting, and I was kind of excited because like, oh, I love all these actors, I love all these people, and it's just like I'm about to see them. Like I'm gonna show a video and like a photo that I took before like they actually came out. And then the crazy guy that I was talking about, who plays the crazy guy on the show, he came out and he was kind of like the host of the thing. And so he was like hyping us up, like, you ready to see them? You ready? Da, 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 all that stuff. And then he started introducing the actors, and they started coming out. So I'm gonna put those videos in.
Let's keep it going for my little. Yes, y'all.
After that, they like came out, and then they started like, you know, reading the script. Like it was a live table read. So they were reading the script, and you know, like it was cool to actually see that and like see them. I'm gonna show this. People, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So then after the Grownish thing, I was like, because Glenda had told me that Grownish may come up there today. So I was like, let me go up there because maybe after this thing they're gonna go. So like I was running, rushing. My family was coming through. They had lost me, so I had to go back and find them. And I was rushing to go up the stairs so I could get there before like Grownish had gotten there, if they did, because like they didn't even know if they were gonna come or not. So then once I got there, you know, Grownish was not there. So me, my dad, and my mom and my sister were like just sitting there, you know, and I was like, I want to wait, but like my mom and my sister were like, we're hungry though. And I was like, yeah, but like I don't want to leave. And then they come. So they were like, okay, we're just gonna go get food. So they went to go get food, and I introduced my dad to Glenda. And like while we were waiting, because like nobody was in the press room, nothing was really like going on, so like we didn't have things to do, so we kind of just sitting there. And then Glenda and everybody was gonna leave, so I was like telling them thank you for this opportunity, like thank you so much. And so while we were sitting there, these two people come in, and before Glenda and them leave, they're like, hey, is this the press room? And they were like, yeah, okay, like we're from Freeform. What did he say? He says that they're from Freeform. And Grownish is on Freeform. If it'll come up, it's not gonna focus. But Grownish comes on Freeform. So I was like, oh my God. Grownish people might like have to be coming in here. So I was like, Dad, you have to wait, you have to stay. Grownish is coming. Like they're coming. After me and my dad have been sitting there waiting, the first two people I see are Chloe and Haley. They walk in, and I'm like, I didn't just see them. Like they didn't just come in the room. Am I dreaming? What? So like they come, and then Trevor Jackson comes in. If y'all don't know, Trevor Jackson is my husband. I love him. He's just, I've been supporting him since Let It Shine. Like I was going crazy. Like he came in the room, and then Dickie Simmons came in the room, and then Marcus, I don't know his last name, I'm sorry, but Marcus, who plays Junior, he comes in the room, and the whole Grownish cast comes in the room. And I'm just sitting there like, this is not happening. This is not possible. It doesn't feel real. I'm going crazy. That's what, like, I was kind of like looking around like, oh my God, they're actually here. Like they're in front of me. Like, cause they were like doing press. So like I was sitting in the chair, like that was right in front of them when they were like in the camera and like doing the video. And I was like, oh my God, it's them. So like, and like they split them up. So it was like 5 of them like doing the video, and then like 5 of them kind of walking around and just like, you know, sitting there like kind of waiting for like their turn. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry. So then like when they're doing their video, it was basically this or that college edition. So like they asked them like questions about like, you know, being in college and stuff and this and that. And so like, yeah, that's what happened with that. And like, I'm telling you, I went crazy. I was like, oh my God, they're not in the same room as me. This is not real. It's not happening. Like, what? And I was just, oh my God, I was going crazy. And then Yara was about to leave, like, while like the next group was like doing their thing. So my sister was like, Kristen, come on. So like, we went around, and then my sister made me ask Yara like to get the picture because I don't know, I guess she didn't want to ask. And I was nervous too, like I was shaking. So I was like, Yara, can we get a picture? Like, I feel like I said it weird. But she was like, yeah, sure. So like me and my sister actually got to take a picture with her. I'm gonna put it here. And then after that, like I went back and sat down, and like, I don't know, like my thing, like I have a habit of shaking my leg, especially when I'm nervous. So when I was like sitting there in front of them, my leg was just like shaking, my leg. Because if I didn't shake my leg, my whole body would shake. So like I was like, no, I gotta shake my leg. So that's what I was doing, like while they were doing like their little interview thing. And then like when I got up or whatever, like to like talk to my sister, because my sister went over to talk to my dad. Like they were like, we were like, we can't believe that like this is not happening. Like we're not in the room with them. Like, and my sister took like, my sister was trying to take this like video of Diddy Simmons. I'm gonna put that here. And then I also was trying to take like a slick video. So I will put that in. And then, what happened after that? Okay, and so then after that, like they were gonna leave, and I was like, oh my God, like they're about to leave, oh my God. And they're like, go get your pictures, like for the person like you want to take a picture with. That's what my mom was saying. And I wanted it like me and my sister to get one with both Chloe and Haley, but then like, it was kind of like I had to hurry up because like they were leaving. So my sister was able to get a picture with Chloe and Haley. I'm gonna put that here. So I ran to go get a picture with Trevor Jackson. I didn't actually like run, but like, you know, I had to like rush because they were leaving. So like I walked over there. He was putting on his pink jacket, and I was like, oh my God, he's standing in front of me. Like I saw his tattoos before he put on his jacket. So he was putting on his jacket, and then like I was like, Trevor, and then he turned around. He was like, hi. I was like, hi. He was like, nice to meet you. I was like, you too. And then he hugged me. Y'all, let me tell y'all, this man gives great hugs. Like his hugs feel like so comfy and so comfortable. Like, let me tell y'all. And he hugged me 3 times. So he hugged me that one time, right? And oh my God, his cologne, like he smells good. Like, ooh. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm going crazy. Like, I still can't even believe it happened. So he hugged me or whatever. And then I was like, can we get a picture? And then he was like, yeah, sure. So like, I wrapped my arm around him and he wrapped his arm around me. And then like, he took the picture. Not him, I'm sorry. My mom was like taking a picture. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to work the phone. He was like, it's okay. And then like kind of made, I was kind of freaking out. So I was like, oh my God, please tell me she took the picture. So then after she took the picture, like I hugged him again, and I was like, I love your music, like you're so inspirational. He was like, thanks for listening. And I was like, yo, he's literally like the nicest person. Like he is so sweet, like I swear. And there's so much stuff that I wanted to tell him that I didn't get a chance to because, you know, in my mind before they were coming, I had stuff that I wanted to say. Then as soon as they came, I was lost for words. Then when they left, it all came back. And I was so mad. Like I wanted to tell Trevor like how much of an inspiration he honestly is for me, and like how much like he kind of like helps me like have my confidence like get out there, and like, you know, he writes music and stuff like that, and like I'm into like writing music and stuff, and he helps me with that. And like I wanted to tell him like, yo, like I've been supporting you since Let It Shine, like I'm a real stan, bro. But like I didn't get that chance. So like if you see this, Trevor, I love you. Thank you for everything that you do. You're inspirational. Like, yes. Oh, and then like I wanted to tell Yara like that stuff too, and like she's literally queen. Like she's so inspirational. Like I love her. Like the whole cast, I legit love them. And I love everything that they do because, you know, like the message that they're spreading and the messages that they want to spread are like just so inspirational and so positive and so stuff that we need right now. So like, I legit like love them, the Grownish cast. Like if you see this, which I doubt you will, but if you do, I like love y'all and thank y'all for everything that you do, and just thank you for inspiring and being like so relatable to like teenagers like me and people who watch your show. Like it's good to have a show that has like a black teenager and black teenagers on there that we can relate to, because some of the problems that y'all go through, we go through too, and it's like it feels good to have somebody that looks like me and looks like my sister and my family, and like that looks like us on the screen. So just thank y'all for everything that you do, and I love y'all. Okay, y'all probably not gonna see it, but it's okay. I still love y'all and thank you. So anyways, like after that, everything was kind of like it was just crazy. Like I couldn't even believe it. I was like, oh my God, I just met the Grownish cast. Like I was just in a room with them for more than 30 minutes. Like it's just, what? It still doesn't even feel real. Like the next day when I woke up, I felt like I had just dreamed all that up. Like it was just all by in a flash, and I felt like I dreamed it all up. But like it happened, and I still can't believe like it happened. Like no, don't cry. Yo, I can't believe like this happened. It's just like, oh God, I got to meet them. Like I never thought in a million years I would even get to see them. Like when I was on that live table read, like in the chairs or whatever, I was like, oh my God, they're in front of me. Like that's literally their voices. Like I'm literally hearing it like in person. I can't. And then I was able to be like in a room with them, an exclusive room with it just being them and like a few press people and then my family. What? Like people don't get chances like that. Like it's just like God works in so many ways, because like I didn't even think I was gonna be able to meet them or like see them. Like even be able to see them. Like it's just like, how does stuff happen like that? Like that's why I thank God, bro. Because like a lot of stuff happens that I'm just like, I'm so thankful for and so grateful for, because a lot of people don't even get the opportunity to even go to the Essence Festival, to even be in New Orleans. So it's like, I just thank God and like thank the people who were able to like get me this opportunity. Like Glenda, thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Gary, thank you. Those are my neighbors. Thank you. Thank you for my family, for being able to take me up there and being along with me for this opportunity. Like, it feels so great to be able to have this opportunity, and I'm so thankful for it, because a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't be able to get this opportunity and get this chance to what I was able to experience. A lot of people don't get that, and so I'm grateful for it, and I'm so thankful for it. And like people out there watching this, be thankful for all the stuff you got too, because a lot of people, they don't have a bed to sleep on, they don't have shoes to wear, they don't have a house to live in. Like it's just a lot of stuff that we take for granted is stuff that a lot of people would like die to have. So be thankful for everything that you got. Thank you for your family, thankful for your friends, thankful for everything, because like you never know when all your life and all this stuff can be taken away. So yeah. Okay, sorry, I just kind of got deep there, but yeah, just be thankful for everything that y'all got. There's so many like inspiring and amazing Black women out there who spread messages, and not even Black women, Black people. And that's why I love this festival so much, because it shows how much strength, how much power, how much unity, how much, you know, just, how do I say it? Positivity, love, just all that stuff that we have and that we can do to help make the world a better place. That's what this festival represents, and that's what I love. So yeah, that was my Essence experience. I don't even know if this is like an interesting video. If I'm boring, then okay. Like if you were interested in hearing this stuff, thank you for like staying here like this, because I know it's about to be a long video. Like the take that I just took before this was 40 minutes. So I have a lot of stuff to edit. So hopefully I can at least cut it down to like 30, 20 minutes, because I know there's no way I'm gonna make a 10-minute video out of this, but at least 20 to 30 minutes. If I make a shorter video, yes, I'm so happy. But if I don't, thank you for staying here for that long. And yeah, so I'm gonna come back with y'all with more content. So content. Thank you for like watching this, and I'm so thankful to be able to have this opportunity. And I love all you guys that watch my videos. And yeah, so stay tuned for more. Yes, peace out. Bye.